When to cut off a relationship that's stuck on stupid. When? In the Philippines. When do you cut it off? You go around in circles over and over and over and over and over. Same thing over and over. Going through the motions. You stuck like Chuck and you stuck on stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. But you keep doing the same things over and over. And you keep hoping, keep wishing, when's it gonna change? I just hope it's gotta be a change. I know she's gonna change. I know he's gonna change. And it never happens. So when do you cut a relationship off that's stuck on stupid? I got 5 things for you. 5 signs for you to know when it's time to let it go. And that round. You with me, G? Let's go. Yeah, I ain't playing with y'all today. Let's go. Okay, let's go, y'all. Ready? I got thumbnail for the day. No hocus pocus, just focus. Focus on this thumbnail. Stuck on stupid, man. You man right there. He will run around this lady. He don't know when to say, and she don't like him. He know it, but he don't know when to let it go. He's stuck on stupid. You know? My mama told me a long time ago. She said, son, I said, yes, ma'am. She said, when somebody don't like you, son, and you know it, don't fool with them. Let them go, son. Don't fool with them. You know? Because they don't care nothing about you. They're gonna set you up for failure. Don't fool with them, son. And I've always been that kind of, and if you don't like me, and I know you don't like me, you think I'm gonna hang around you? No. I'm out. Mm-hmm. I'm not playing no game with you. You got an attitude with me every time I turn around. And I'm supposed to sit up and like you and kiss your feet and be a simp for you? No. You got the wrong one, sister. I am not the one. Okay? So I'm going to tell you, you simps out there, get ready. This might help you. Okay? Let's go. I got 5 for you today. Let's go. Ready? Here we go. No hocus pocus, just focus. Number 1. When they never initiate conversation, you with your lady all the time, she don't want to talk to you. Number 2, when their presence always exhausts you. You're like, oh man, I'm tired. The same thing over and over. Then number 3, they ghost you. Where she at? And number 4, when they're keeping you as an option. Oh yeah, I know she got somebody else. I know it. Then number 5, when they talk with you once in a while, 3 months later, she come, hi Johnny. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got news for you. If you're doing any of these things, ladies and gentlemen, you're stuck on stupid. Mm-hmm. You're being a fool for somebody. And so whenever you're a fool for someone, they take you to school. School they take you to is called the school of hard knocks. You got to learn it the hard way. I thank God, I learned most of my life. I've never been a person that would learn the hard way. I always listen. If you tell me something and it sounds decent, sounds right to me, I'm gonna adhere to it. I'm gonna follow. If you tell me something don't sound right, I'm not with it. That's how you could just tell me stuff, and I would reason it out. If it sounds decent, something like I'm with it, I'm with that, But some of these guys, you tell them all the good stuff, and they won't listen. They got to go by a school of hard knocks, That's how some people learn, the hard way. Sometimes the hard way is the best way too. Because when you get burned so much, you don't want to get burned no more. You ain't going back there, But me, all you got to do is tell me, that's hot right there, son. Don't touch that. I'm say, okay. I got it, You going to get burned, son. I got it, But some of us ain't got. You got to go to Howard. Let's go. Number 1 is what? What's number 1? Here we go. When you cut off a relationship that's stuck on stupid. Number 1, when they never initiate conversation with you. Mm-hmm. You always got to be the one. Why you always got to be the one to open up the conversation? At breakfast in the morning. And they may or may not say anything back. How you doing today? She myself. I do one of these. You know how we do when we just want to say nothing, just want to acknowledge you, or you just say, you ever been in a situation like that? You talk to somebody, and the Filipinos are bad about it, man. When you talk to them, especially if they're in Tampo, you say, good morning, sweetheart. Or they may not even do nothing. They might just ignore you. They might just ignore you totally, and it's bad, man. When you with somebody, they ignore you totally, that is a bad bad situation to be in. Okay? Because it makes you like, who does she think she is? She a queen of Sheba or something? She can't even acknowledge my presence. They don't value you. They invalidate you. It's like you're nothing. It's hard. When you always got to initiate the conversation. They don't have to say nothing, but they just be there. But you got to pump them up to talk to you. You pretty much got to pay them like you paying to you. Who wants to do that? It's BobbieD coming to you live from the Long Island City, Philippines. For those of you here new today, click on that subscribe button for me, please, and the bell notification icon so you continue seeing fresh new Philippine videos, motivational videos, and worldwide videos. Now, it's hard, man, when you're dealing with a woman, and every time you turn around, she don't want to say nothing. You got to pretty much pry her to open up her mouth, and y'all, I don't like that situation. And most women don't even like it because they're trying to treat you like a non-entity. Like you don't matter, and you do matter. You always got to open up the conversation. You ever been in a relationship like that? Huh? I mean, you've been in a relationship like that? I've been in one. Every time I had to say something in order for us to have a decent conversation. And the times that I didn't say anything, she would fly off at the mouth. You always accuse me of something, always saying something negative. That's hard, man. That's hard. And you put up with it day in and day out, day in and day. You need to cut that off. That's being stuck on stupid. When you got to beg somebody to talk to you, that's handwriting on the wall. That's a red flag. She don't want you. She don't need you. She just putting up with you. Okay? That's a sign for you to cut it off at the cord. Okay? Yeah. That's a big red flag. Relationships are a two-way street, man. Yeah. You got to get involved with it, and she got to get involved with it too. It takes two to tango. Communication is extremely slanted. In other words, it's a two-way street, but she make it a one-way street. In other words, she icing you out. She putting a freeze on you, and she's icing you out in the relationship. You don't want to be on the freeze zone. People in the freeze zone don't get no friend zone. They worse than the friend zone. They get nothing but a how you doing if they feel like it. Okay? So when your lady or your man, when your man he don't want to talk to you and you always got to initiate the conversation, you need to decide that it's possibly time to get off stuck on stupid and cut that relationship off. Okay? I mean, straight up. That's a signal, that's a red flag that he may not be interested in you. He may not want you. Well, she may not want you. So look at her. So sit her down. So look, I don't know what the problem is. I got to beg you to talk to me. If you don't want me, just tell me. Open it up. And if she even give me the slightest clue that she don't want you, let it go. Cut it off at the core, man. Don't look back. Walk out the door. Number 2, just a wannabe, don't know what to do. When their presence always exhausts you mentally. Every time you turn around in the room with her, she brings an energy that depressing. You feel stressed. You have anxiety. You have to walk on eggshells around her because you don't know what you might say or might not say that will set her off. The only time she talk to you is when she in anger mode and she frustrated. She want to fuss. You ever had a woman that always want to fuss with you for no reason? It's hard, man. Okay, y'all. It's Veterans. Forget about Markel. It's Veterans Day, y'all. In the house. Happy Veterans Day. It's real Veterans Day, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get Markel in, and we'll talk about some veterans information. And happy Veterans Day to all my veterans out there in this world and on YouTube land and everywhere else. We're gonna bring Markel Wingfield out on the real Veterans Day. What's up, Markel? Veterans Day to you, my brother.
What's going on, BobbieD? I appreciate it. Happy Veterans Day to you as well, sir. BobbieD.
Thank you so much.
Happy anniversary to you and Lisa D.
Well, thank you, my guy. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hello, Sir Marco.
We had a great time. That was the best anniversary. This is number 7, and It was the best ever. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. They say that you get that 7-year itch, you know. You want to look out some other greener pastures. I don't want no other greener pastures. That's just a myth, y'all. Don't believe in it.
I hear you, man. I hear
You
you.
stay, if you got something good, hang with it, man. That's what I tell you. But I don't care how many years you get behind you. If she still good to you, hang on it. Hang on it. What you got for us, man?
Okay, so I had a question from one of your subscribers regarding child support, regarding alimony with your VA compensation. Can they take the money? Okay. Now, this is a little complicated, but I'm going to try to explain it.
Okay.
Now, technically speaking, that money is not supposed to be used in any type of judgment, any kind of court settlement, any kind of divorce proceedings, any type of child support, because it is not counted as income. Okay? It is not counted as income. However, there are stipulations to it, particularly on the federal side. Now, there have been people who have gone all the way to higher courts and had the courts make the decision, but that takes a lot of time and a lot of money, because normally what happens is, let's say you get a divorce. Your wife knows you getting this money. She's going to tell her attorney. Her attorney is going to include that in the divorce settlement, especially if you've been taking care of her the entire time. She never worked. You've been taking care of the household. Okay. They're going to try to take some of that money, bro. I'm just telling you that right now. Even though it's technically not supposed to be taken, the courts are going to rule in her favor, because you got to look at it like this, guys. And I'm just trying to keep it 100. If you've been taking care of the entire household and you told her she did not have to work, she's been that way for 10 years, 20 years, you're going to have to come out something. You understand what I'm saying, BobbieD? That's
I got you.
I mean, that's why I say it is complicated. The lower courts are going to rule the way they're going to rule, especially when it comes to child support.
So let me make sure I got you. Right. Let me say, okay, so I'm a veteran. I'm getting disability.
Right.
And that disability is not counted as income for child support. That
correct. It's not supposed to be counted.
Supposed to be. Got it.
But the lower courts, like the local courts, like usually child support court, is going to rule that it is.
Okay.
But you can fight it, but it's going to take time and it's going to take money. I don't know if you're going to be willing to go through all that, because on the federal side, they're not supposed to take that money.
Okay, I got you.
The VA money the VA veterans money is considered a gift from the government. That's why when you get that money, you don't even count it in your taxes. You don't have to. You don't have to use it at anything. The only thing that people would use it for is like they don't make enough to get the house without adding that VA income with it. Then they qualify for it. But when it comes to tax time, you never file taxes on that income because it's considered a gift from the government. It's not considered income.
Disabled veterans don't file taxes on the income.
Hell no.
Man,
that's 35. Okay, let's say you're 100% with the VA, and that's all the money you get. That's not taxable income.
Okay. Wow.
None of that's taxable. The money that they get for school, BobbieD, that's not taxable income.
Okay.
You got some of these cats getting $10,000-$15,000 a month. Ain't none of that taxable. Not a dime of it.
So if they don't have to, if that's not taxable, that means they don't have to pay the child support either. Then your child support is not taxable.
But see, that's where it gets complicated. That's why I'm saying it's a complicated situation, because the courts are going to rule how much you're getting. Okay, then the child needs to get this amount out of that. Okay. But if you are willing to fight, you got to take it to a higher court and let a higher court makes that decision, because the local level courts are always going to tell you you got to pay.
Okay, I got you. Wow, that's tough, man. If I was a veteran, I was making $10,000 a month, and I didn't have to pay no taxes on. Why not pay your child support? You know, you got the money. I know it's not counted. Look. I know it's not counted as income, but why not? I mean, what's the problem, man? You're making 10 grand a month. Oh man, some of these people, and they'll go to court for that. I'm gonna go to court. Yeah, you can't change my vote. I'm going to court. And so that's like getting a free card, free from child support. Like you're free to be a deadbeat dad card.
I mean, it's sad, BobbieD, when I get some of these questions, man, and it's like, damn, dog, you don't want to take care of your own child?
Yeah, it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
But we talked about that before with Social Security. We talked about veterans being overseas and all that, and for whatever reason, they just don't want to take care of their own kids. I don't get that. I don't get it.
None at all. None at all. There's too many people doing the right thing, and you're gonna sit up here and do the wrong thing, and we're gonna excuse you. Now, I say the government should take everything they got. If they take their tax, if they get a tax refund, take it. If they get income, if they got income for the veterans disability, take it. Whatever they can do, get it, man. If they can get back and go to the higher court, whatever, let them go spend all that money, get a lawyer. Get the money, ladies. I don't care. Get the money. If they got it, they got no right. In my opinion, this is my moral opinion. Don't make it legally right. They got no business holding that money out, and they got 2 or 3 kids, and the kids got to eat. Okay, it's wrong, and it'll never be right. And men out there, if you're doing that dirty deed, stop it right now, mister. You're wrong. You're wrong for that. You got children out there, you're making 8, 9, 10,000 a month, and you're gonna hold that money out. Come on, man. Let's grow up and be real, like Steel. Be real men and stop being punks. Pay what you owe. Your children didn't get there by themselves. You did your part too. So I have no sympathy for deadbeat dad. And I think the veterans, I love my veterans, but they need to get up off that money. That's the way I feel about it,
It's sad, BobbieD, because I've had one to reach out, ask me about a Filipina. What can a Filipina do in the Philippines to try to get child support from a deadbeat that got her pregnant and left?
Yeah,
I'm like, I mean, you're gonna have to go to the embassy. As far as I know, unless you got the info, if you got all the info and the name is on the birth certificate, as far as I know, you got to go to the embassy and try to get that worked out through the embassy.
You got to go to the embassy. You can also contact the child support in that person's city or state, that health, what do you call it, health, welfare, whatever it's called, department, and they will try to track them down. But that's a lot of paperwork. That's a lot of money. Most Filipinos don't have the time nor the money to do that, or nor to understand the mentality. It takes mentality to do that. They just don't have it, so they go down. And most men that get these women pregnant out here, they understand that, and they'll come back and get 2 or 3. They don't care. It's their problem, not mine. that's how these sex past think. It's not my problem. You the one got pregnant. I just am doing my thing. You wanted me to do it, right? Come on, man. A lot of people out here have infantile mentalities. They just want to use people and abuse people, and they don't care about the ramifications of their actions. That's when somebody is a deadbeat person, and people like that are kind of the scum of the earth. That's my opinion, man. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. You don't use people and abuse people simply for your gratification. That's wrong, And so if you're doing that out there, man, stop it right now. Let's grow up. Let's be respectful. If you don't want to have children, get your condom or leave the woman alone. Or make sure she take birth control or something. That's how you do. Be right. Be strong. Be respectable men out there. That's how we do.
Hey, I can't argue with you, BobbieD, but I'm like, I mean, I don't know how these people get themselves in these situations to begin with. It's like they don't think when they with these people, they get themselves in a situation, BobbieD, and they try to call and ask people, hey, how can I get out of this? How'd you get in it?
Yeah. You knew what you were doing when you got in it, man. And then you look at it from the Filipinos' perspective. They don't have much. And one thing they have is a man that say they love them as a foreign man, and that impresses them a lot. So they want to have a baby by them. So they do whatever it takes to get that baby. They think that having that baby is going to make a connection between them and that man, and doesn't work like that most of the time. And now they left with a big problem. So I can't blame them for trying to get out of poverty, but that's the wrong way. And so both of them are wrong.
And I'll give you one even sadder than that, BobbieD. The American wants to pay child support based upon what the Filipina gets or where the Filipina lives, not what the child needs. So,
Are you serious?
in their mind, they doing right by sending the child $75 a month.
$35 a month. What they gonna do? That might give them a bag of rice.
Look,
That's it.
that's how they think. You know, I've seen people on video, BobbieD, say, well, you know, she in the Philippines, she don't need no more about $50-$60 a month.
That's so insane.
I'm
The
like,
way
what?
inflation is here, this inflation here is 7.7%. That's inflation right now. It went up. It went up. It's been going up every month. And they talking about $50-$75 a month. That ain't gonna do nothing, man. That ain't even gonna pay no rent. That might get them water for the month. That's it. And maybe a little some bread. That's it. How you gonna live off of bread and water for a whole month? Come on, man. Wow. Are you serious, man? People out there, man.
BobbieD, I'm telling you, that's how they think. Mentality is, okay, they in the Philippines, they don't need as much as a child in the US. That's how they think. Even though they getting paid for the child, they thinking, hey, they don't need no more than about $75-$80.
They claiming the child, and then the veterans information, the veterans money is getting more because they're putting the child as dependent. You know, that's wrong, man. Man. How twisted can you be? You got a child out there you help make, and you get money, extra money on your check every month because of the child, and you won't lend them a peso. Come on, man. Ooh, Lord, y'all, please. If y'all doing that out there, please don't do that. Don't do that. That's just terrible. You're making matters worse. And you're supposed to make this world a better place, not a worse place. You know, you think about when that child grows up and they know you had money all that time. If I was one of the kids, if I was a Filipino mixed kid that grew up, I would try to get up and find my dad and slap him into the model.
BobbieD, when that child turned 18, they able to leave and go back to the state and go to the States.
Yeah,
man, they're gonna try to find and slap the hell out of them, man.
That's what I would do. That's exactly what I would get into. I said, "What? You both calling yourself a man? You ain't nothing." I would tear him up. I don't believe in violence, man, but me and him will have some strong words, and it might lead to some fisticuffs. You know, so but that's wrong, man. You don't do that. You respect people first of all, and then when you go in there with the attitude of she ain't nothing, but I'm gonna use her. It's all going to come back. Karma is you know what, right? Karma is
a mother.
Yeah, it's gonna come right back on you. Eventually, wait till you get 60, 70 years old and you need some help. Who's gonna help you? Nobody, because karma gonna take care of your butt for what you did in the past. Be right, man. Don't treat nobody bad. Like if you don't want to be treated like that, don't treat nobody like that. Just plain basic ethics, basic moral principle. And some of us can't even follow that. It's terrible, man.
Yes, sir. Now, for tomorrow, for you vets who are in the States, you know, you got all types of restaurants. They're going to give you free meals. Most of them don't even want to see your ID card. So you can start your morning at Denny's and end it at Golden Corral or whatever one you going to.
Yeah, I remember doing that. I remember doing that. I would do it one time. I wouldn't do it all day long.
It's not just Golden Corral. It was it TGI Friday or Chili's?
Yeah,
it's one of them.
So
TGI Fridays or Chili's.
I think Dunkin' Donuts do it too.
Dunkin' Donuts, Denny's does it.
Yeah.
And there's some places where you can get your hair cut for free.
Yeah, I used to go to Golden Corral, get my meal every time.
Did they ask you for ID?
Yeah, they did. I would tell them I left mine at the house. But no, they would ask me. I would give my DD 214. That's it. I didn't have a veteran's card. I just give them that number.
And that's when you get some real trippy ones, BobbieD. You got some guys, they never served the military. They know they're getting free meals.
Right.
And you sit there and you talk to them. They tell you they're E15. They served at some place. And you're like, what?
You can check them out. So they ain't served nothing.
But most of the time, the last few times, I remember going when I was back in Yuma. This was, man, it's about 5-6 years ago now. They didn't ask for any ID. They didn't ask for nothing. They just, are you a veteran? I was like, yeah. And I went to pull out my ID card. She said, oh, no, we only see it. I was like, okay, cool.
That's cool, man. The veterans get the benefit of the doubt. And that's cool. They should. I mean, if you're a veteran, who would want to have to prove you're a veteran if you're getting a free meal? Just some people wouldn't like it. Me, I got to prove it.
Well, no,
And
it's
they'll walk
pretty
right
easy though, Bobby, because they put it on your driver's license as well. It's on your driver's license. You got an ID card and you got the VA health card. You got all kinds of ID that says you're a veteran.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't have that on my driver's license. I don't know. I don't know why it's not on there. Is that based on your state or what?
No, shit, it's all kind of veterans I know that has it on their driver's license.
Okay. I ain't got it on mine. I got to find out why.
Yeah,
Well, I'm from Georgia. My license expired now anyway. I got to get it renewed.
Oh no, I got another. What is it? 2022. I got another 15 more years before mine expire.
Wow, man! What state you in? I need to go there. Get me a driver's license.
In Arizona, man, 35 years, you good.
Wow, 35. You got 100-some years old. You drive Miss Daisy. You be driving Miss Daisy.
Hey, it's still legit in Arizona. They ain't trying to see you, DM, because there's so many people in DMV. Man, it's like, here, 35 years, move on. But if you're in Arizona, I do have great news for veterans in Arizona. They just passed a bill in Arizona where they're exempting all property taxes. So you can add Arizona to the list of states that exempt all veterans' property taxes.
Wow.
It used to be they would only give you a percentage, but this election that just passed, they just passed it. So if you're a veteran, disabled veteran, or widowers, they can use it as well. So your property taxes in Arizona will be 0.
Wow, that's nice. So that's probably for the senior citizens as well, then, right?
I didn't see it was on there. I know that named veterans and widowers. Disabled veterans and widowers.
Okay. Well, that's still good, man. See, that's just shows you that the government and these state as well as federal are trying to look after the veterans because they know the price they pay for service. It's a hard price. You got to put your life on the line for your country, man. And they say everybody else sitting at home and you out there in the fields. It's a hard life, and they should be compensated when they do get back home. Should be compensated for what they have done for this country. So that's a great service, and thank you, Arizona. I mean, I don't thank Arizona for a lot because they got a whole lot of stuff going on out there, man. Sorry, man. They got a lot of elections now. Hey, did that lady named Carrie Lake, did she win?
I don't know. I think they still counting. I don't think they're gonna know till tomorrow. I looked at it earlier, and that lady was only winning by like 10,000 votes. It was dwindling all the way down.
Now,
it was almost a tie.
Okay. Do you have a runoff if somebody has to get 50% or more, or just 50%?
Yes, they just passed that rule as well. Okay, here it is right now. Okay. Oh, that's Mark Kelly. Right now she's up. Not by much. She's up about 20,000 votes. A little more than 20,000 votes.
Wow. And they're going to be counting all day in the next few days, I believe.
Yeah, they won't know. They should know Saturday.
Okay. That's tomorrow.
And right now in Arizona, it's tight. It's tight in Arizona. All these races are tight. Just like in Georgia. In Georgia, they having a runoff between Warnock and Walker.
And Walker, I gotta vote again. I voted for Warnock, man, but I gotta go. I gotta get back out there again. I sure don't want Herschel Walker, man. Herschel Walker, he's just an idiot. I'm sorry. And I love Herschel Walker as a football player. Man, I watched George Walker. I watched Herschel Walker when he was a high schooler, from high school on the way to the University of Georgia. The boy, he can run with the rock. Okay, nobody could stop him. And every time they would try to tackle him, they would just bounce off him. That's how bad he was, man. And he deserved it. He got the Heisman. He deserved it. Yeah. But a politician, he's not articulate. He can't hardly talk like a country boy. Then you know what's happening, right? They're using him. Republicans are using him, and they don't even like him. Most of them can't stand him.
I saw the lieutenant governor on CNN saying he didn't vote for either one of them because he couldn't stand them. Either one. Damn. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't like Walker. I don't like him. I like him as a football player. He's a nice kind of, friendly kind of guy. But I would, for being a politician or somebody going to make decisions about my life, no, not Herschel. Not somebody that pays somebody for abortion. You know, somebody stood and almost shot somebody with a shotgun, and he tried to blame it on his mental health. Talk, well, you know, I was sick back then. My mind wasn't right. My mind, yeah, your mind ain't right when you get ready to shoot somebody. It wasn't, you know, crazy stuff he's done. He's gonna be the same way in the government. You know, if you get elected, you're gonna be the same way or worse. You know, so
what happened to that lady in Georgia? What's her name?
Stacey
Always
Abrams.
stayed in something. No. The one congresswoman always stayed in some mess. Always saying something crazy.
Marjorie Great Team, Marjorie Green Taylor, Taylor Green, Marjorie Taylor Green. Yeah, she's still there. I
She
don't
got
know what it is.
reelected.
Yeah, she's still there. She's not going anywhere. I mean,
They
people.
reelected her.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
In
That's
fact,
like Wisconsin.
she
like-
wasn't. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's just like Wisconsin with Ron Johnson. They reelected Ron. I said, "Oh my God!"
I saw that, man. I wanted to slap somebody. I was like, what? Ron Johnson, the most prejudiced man, racist in the world? He called people N-word, all kind of stuff. Worse, he talk bad, worse than Trump. And that tells you the status, the mentality of Wisconsin people. It tells you that, you know. And they're going to reelect a racist over and over. The man was censored by the Senate, you know, and they're still going to reelect him. Come on, man, that ain't right. But anyway, that's how the society is. That shows you we're in a world full of racists, whether we want to accept it or not. I know some of y'all go, Bob, you wrong. You know, racists out there. Okay, you sit up there and if you have this melanin in your skin, you know I'm right. If you don't have this melanin in your skin, you have no idea what it's like to be a person with melanin in your skin. You can detect racism. You can smell racism. You don't have to go and say, how you doing? So you can just look at him and you can say, he want to spit on you. His eye tell you that. You know what I'm saying? You only know that when you have this melanin in your skin. I'm sorry. So, but yeah, this world is full of racists, and racists are in the government. And this is in a lot of our institutions. That's why black men are getting stopped and shot every time they make a traffic stop, you know, stuff like that. You know, so it's the worst people that are racist in top good. For that, we got rid of one of the biggest ones I've ever seen, and he trying to come back again, you know. But I got news for him. He don't get back. He might try to run, but he will never be elected again. He's one and done. People out there is trying to move on from him. Even his own people, Republicans are saying he's going to drag us down. They're going with another racist named Ron DeSantis. He took a playbook from Trump, and he's trying to do the Trump thing, but Trump is done.
You see, they're not like this no more.
They're fighting now. He calling them names. He's my enemy. But it's going to be a big battle when he does run. But I think Ron's going to win out.
I don't think he's running. I think he's just
so?
talking about it. I don't think he's running.
Okay. He might not be. You know, he like to bluff, you know.
He's not going to run. He's not going to run, dude. He got too much going on in other places to be worried about running for president. Yeah. Way too much going on.
He got a lot of criminal court hearings and stuff to come up. And I think if he runs, it'll just be for the money. He's trying to get, you know, I like to get people from money, get their money, send the money in. And when they send them in for this, for that, he do what he want to with it. Last time he ran, he had like $1 billion or $2 billion or something like that. And he spent the money any kind of way. You know? So, it's out of crazy.
Because you know they looking at him for gouging the government for all the Secret Service. They were charging him 5 times the normal rate. You're like,
yeah. Hotel stays, and then he played golf almost every weekend. And then before he got elected, he was complaining about Obama going to play golf. He played golf about 4 times as much as Obama did. I'll tell you, man, hypocritical people in government. And he thought, well, I'm not a typical politician. You know, you worse than a typical politician. You know, stuff you do. So, but you know, that's how life is, man. You have to deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly. And when you get somebody that's bad, you get them out. And pray to God they don't get back in. That's why I'm praying right now that he don't run. And if he does run, he will not win. And then I'm going to be praying Biden's already said he's running again. You heard that, right?
No, I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, he said that yesterday. Day before yesterday. He said, I'm running again. I'm going to run again.
Well, they got a little pep in their step because it wasn't as bad as they thought it was going to be. They thought they were just going to get bulldozed. No, they didn't. Yeah. And it's really coming down to Arizona. And it may come down to Georgia again because if it stays the way it is, they're gonna be tired, and it's gonna come down to Georgia.
Well, it comes down to Georgia. I think Warnock's going to win because usually in the runoffs in Georgia, the one who's incumbent usually wins the runoff, and Warnock is the incumbent in office, so he will probably ease out, or Herschel will less Trump come down here and down in and you know go ahead and run for him and talk a bunch of good stuff for him. That might lift him up, but I think Warnock's going to win. I really do. We'll see though. But I was angry because I didn't like Stacey Abrams. This is the second time, man.
It's
Second
the same
time.
way with that guy in Texas. I can't think of his name.
Abbott, Governor Abbott.
No, the guy that was running against him.
Beto York.
He got to stop, dude. If they ain't elected you by now, same with Stacey Abrams. If they have not elected you by now, they're never going to elect you.
Nah, he need to let it go. He need to sit down and wait till he can find a race that he know he can win. What kind of mind think he can win against Abbott? You know, and the biggest race in the world, and you know the people in Texas ain't nothing but racists out there. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make no sense. Just like the guy ran against DeSantis, Chris. You know, people love DeSantis because he's racist. You know, most you go to Florida, they got a lot of old racist people out there, man. They just hate black folks.
What takes him over the top? Cubans, the Cuban community that's down there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he got a lot of Latino votes coming from South Florida for the Republicans. And it's mainly because of the political climate that's in Cuba. They're accustomed to that.
Right.
So, you know, Florida, as long as there's a large Latino community, which there's going to be in South Florida, the chance of them, somebody who had to mess up really bad. Right. In order to take him out in Florida.
Right. And people, the Republican Party are catering to the Cubanos and Latinos now, and they're getting more and more every year. So, and Latinos are going to be one of the biggest populations in the United States. They're going to outgrow us pretty soon. So they are definitely catering to.
Oh, they've already outgrown us. They just don't put it on the census.
Right. Okay, I got you.
If you think they ain't more than they okay.
You know what? You're right. You know why? Because a lot of them are undocumented. You know.
Correct. That's what I'm getting ready to tell you. If you think that we ain't already outnumbered, you got another thing coming. Yeah, we are
already outnumbered. Undocumented foreign nationals coming to this country every day, and that's part of the reason why Republicans are winning a lot of stuff. They're saying we still got to seal up the border and all that kind of stuff. They're going back with the Trump line. We got to seal the border. We got to secure the border. We got to build a wall. They did all that. They built a wall and they still coming in. You know, crazy stuff.
The wall got cracks in it. Hey, you got to watch my man Loving Freedom's channel. They got open spots in that wall so people can walk through there.
What? Are you serious?
He goes out there. He walks out there. He shows you, hey, this wall is wide open. People just walking through.
And that's how Trump got elected. We're going to secure the border, and I'm going to build this wall, and Mexico going to pay for it. Right. All the lies he told. That's why he got kicked out of office. All them lies. You can't.
Mexico going to pay for it.
I'm telling you, man. Mexico. And who? Oh, he had a big rally. Who's going to pay for it? And he did like that. Mexico is going to pay for it. Who's going to pay for it? Mexico. Oh man. That's why he out of office right now. I'm telling you, man, politicians it's another level of deception when it comes to politicians. I wouldn't want to be a politician because their whole game is telling you what you want to hear so they can get elected. You know?
Dude, like I said, BobbieD, I'm going to say this last thing about it. They need term limits. They need to get a lot of those people out of there.
That's right, man.
Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, they should have been gone 25, 30 years ago.
Long time ago. Nancy Pelosi I think she's a strong politician, but she old. Chuck Schumer too. He need to go. They need new blood, new people in there.
You need new ideas, BobbieD. We are in 2020. These people have been in office since the 70s. Some of them the 80s. No, you know, holding on to that old guard. Don't want to let it go. You gotta let it go, man. The U.S. needs term limits to get these people up out of there.
I agree. Term limit should be in every governmental, higher governmental office, just like it's a term limit on the presidency, should be a term limit on the Senate, House Representative, all of that. That would make the world, our country, a better place because you get fresh new ideas and people won't get attached to old ideas not growing. That's the problem with the Democratic Party right now. We have a whole lot of old people in there, and we're not getting any new ideas to attract new people to the party. We're doing the same old, and people are getting tired with some of the stuff we're telling them because they're not seeing any results. You know, they got Biden in the office, but look at the economy right now. Inflation, 8.2, 8.4, something like that. And people, the gas prices out up to here. You know, people are tired of that. But that's Biden's trying to do his best to get it down, but still it's on his watch. He can't blame Trump for that no more. This was under his watch. Okay. All right, man. And that's all you got for today.
Yeah, man, that's all I got for you today, man.
All right.
I'll be ready for you next week with some more good info. There's some new stuff that's happening with the VA. They're having a blitz. I will tell you that.
Okay.
If anybody's got a claim in right now, they're really trying to get them done before the new year because of the PACT Act. There was 113,000 new claims added. So they got a huge backlog, and they're supposed to be hiring a ton of people on November 14th to try to tackle it. So
okay. That's good news. And guys, y'all heard he said they're hiring people on November 14th. You might want to go down there and see what jobs are open that you may qualify for. Especially if you're a veteran, you get those veteran points. You might get you a job. You need one. Good information. All right, Markel, thank you so much, sir. Y'all remember to watch Markel's show, Markel's TV, the podcast. You need veterans information, traveler information, VA information, Social Security information. Markel is the man. Thank you so much, Markel. Take care. God bless. Peace.
All right, BobbieD, I'm out. Peace.
All right, take care, man. All right, guys. Y'all heard it from Markel. If you are a disabled veteran, you have the right for your money not to be touched. Oh man, I forgot. Let's see if we had any question. No, we had a question. Okay. Yeah. If you're a veteran, if you're a disabled veteran, Markel just informed us that people that are disabled veterans don't have to have their money. The money's not touched for child support legally or technically. However, the smaller courts, if a woman goes to say, you get a divorce, whatever, and they got children, the smaller courts will attach some of that money and give it to the woman. But you can't fight it, but it's a lot of money. But that's your right. In my opinion, it should be a law, whether if your disability, whatever, it still should be. If you got children out there, that money should be taxable or taken to help support your children. That's just the way I feel. The child can get here by himself. You had a part in doing it, and the child needs to be taken care of. And you need to do your fair share. Don't leave it all up to the woman. Okay, she didn't get that child by herself. Yeah, you helped her. So if you do a fair share, be a man, be a strong man. Don't be no punk. Don't be no weak man, and don't own up to your responsibility. Be a strong man. Take care of yours. You got it out here, and needs to help. If your children need food, need clothes, shelter, all of that, and you need to do your part, whether you still with that woman or not, and whether that woman's in the Philippines, I don't care where she at. Help your child out. Okay. All right, let's get back to where we were. Let me take this off the screen first of all. Okay. All right, let's get back to where we were. We were talking about this. Our subject for today: when to cut off a relationship, and they're stuck on stupid. Some of y'all in these relationships, and you trying to, when should I leave? I don't know. I love. I don't know. If you're in a nasty, stinking relationship, and every time you turn around, there's some issues. But you keep hanging in it, you keep hanging in year after year. That's called being stuck on stupid. Yeah, stuck on stupid, like stuck on Chuck. You don't know when to let it go. I'm gonna show you some things. I think we want number one. Briefly, let me recap number 1 and 2. Number 1 was when they never initiate conversation. When you never initiate, she come to the table, and she don't say one word before you open your mouth. It's a problem, man. You got to force her to talk to you. No. This is a two-way street, lady. You mean I got to beg you to speak to me? Who is you, Queen of Sheba? You ain't nobody. You just like me. We're supposed to be together. And if I got to force you to talk to me, I don't need you in my life, sister. That's how you talk to them. You bring them down to the ground. You bring them down to ground zero. When people put an attitude with you on like that, you bring them down. Okay? You bring them down, but not a lot of us. We just let them slide. Well, she ain't saying nothing this morning. That's okay. Next morning, same thing. She ain't saying nothing this morning. That's okay. Next time, say she ain't saying. Now, when you gonna get tired of she ain't saying nothing, and you supposed to be hooked up, booked up, crooked up, shooked up with her. You supposed to be like that, and she acting like she the queen and you the little punk. Come on, man, grow up. In the same way, men do women like that too. Got to grow up, man. Women, you got to grow up too. Be a woman. Stop being a little girl. Little girls take orders and do everything a man say. Do everything the people above her say. A little boy take order and do everything grown. But when you a man and you a woman, you stand up for your rights. You stand up to be heard. You stand up to be validated. You stand up to be counted. You stand up to be loved. You stand up to be appreciated and wanted and desired. And if you're not getting that when you go to the table, step away from the table, mister. Step away from the table, sister, because there's no love being served at the table. Whenever there's no love being served at the table, you step the H away. That tells them, I'm not the one, mister. That tells them, I'm not the one, sister. You don't treat me like that. I don't deserve to be treated like that. That's how you do. That's how you do. You let them know you ain't taking it. Okay. And number two, we talked about when their presence always exhausts you mentally. Every time you come around them, negative energy surrounds you, enfolds you, molds you, and you see like, oh man, what's wrong with me? And every time, that's the negativity coming from them. They're aiming at you because they don't like you. They don't want you. They don't want to speak to you. They don't want to eat with you. They don't want to sleep with you. They don't want to be with you. But you are all in their grill. When you gonna learn, mister? When you gonna learn, sister? When somebody don't want you, they show it. They throw it. Sometimes they blow it in your face. I don't want you. I don't want you. And you still sitting up there. I know she just mean that. She didn't. Come on, man. When you gonna learn? When to cut the relationship off? When you stuck on stupid. How stupid can you be? Let go. Number three. Just a wannabe. Just a wannabe. Here we go. Number three is what? When they ghost you, continue. You know what ghost mean, right? How many know what ghost mean? Huh? If you don't know what ghost mean, I'm gonna slap you. Because I told y'all over and over, ghosting. How many of y'all know what ghost mean? Right? If you know what ghost mean, write it down right now. Write it down. Just write a comment. Go. I know what ghost mean. Okay. Ghosting, for those of you that do not know, and you should know, when somebody cuts off all communication to you with no reasoning, no rhyme, no nothing, boom. You can't find them, when that's called ghost, because it's like you can't see them. They're not visible anymore, right? Like ghosts. That's called ghosting. So when your lady ghosts you, you supposed to have a date with her, you supposed to be there with her, she was to be, and she'll never be where she's supposed to be, she don't ever talk to you, she gone. That's avoidance, man. She trying to avoid you. Yeah, she trying to reject you. It's like you're a reject. I don't want to be around you. You're not good enough to be with my presence. Yeah. Inability to build a relationship. Yeah. That's what happens. You sit there and take that from somebody that don't want to build a relationship. You want to build a relationship and they don't. You better get up out of there. It's time to get stuck up, to get off of stupid and get some sense. You have to cut that relationship off, man. Don't let women use you and abuse you. Women, don't let men use and abuse you. It's time to grow up and be strong. Be strong in your relationship. Bring something to the table with strength. Whenever you come to the table, you got nothing but weakness, you're going to be taken advantage of. If you're a weak-minded woman, guess what? You can be used for your body. There's so many weak-minded women out there, and they be used like piece of cloth every day. I mean, that's the way we're. So we're the weak-minded men too. You better bring some mentality to any relationship you get in. Okay? If you want that relationship to thrive and survive, have the right mindset, have the right motives, have the right understanding, have the right boundaries, have the right validations, have the right valueness in your relationship when you get into it, so that you can maintain and build the relationship, so that the relationship won't come up and then fall down. Okay? You got to keep your relationship falling down. If you don't put nothing in it, how you going to get something out? That's the way life is. Garbage in. You put garbage in your relationship, you're going to get garbage out. Guy go. Garbage in, garbage out. Let's go. Last one. We out, man. Number 4. Getting ready to go out the door. And so When the cutoff relationship, they're stuck on stupid. Number 4, when they're keeping you as an option. I told you about this before. I brought a broadcast to you a few weeks ago about monkey branching. Monkey branch, what my I don't know what that is, Bobby. Can you tell me, please? Okay, man, chill, man. I got you. Monkey branching, man. That's when you got a monkey. It's like you see a monkey in the jungle. They going from one branch to another, trying to go from one tree to another, one place to another. They grab branches. They grab one. And that's so they have one in his hand, solid, right? And then they trying to grab onto another. They don't, and this one, because this one's about to drop off, right? So they want to grab this one to secure themselves. That's called monkey branching. You are a standby in case this one drops. You are right there to catch it. Okay? Monkey branches. Don't do that, man. You're using people, you're abusing people. And when you find somebody using you as a standby, let them go. Let them go. They're not worth your time. Avoidance you. Monkey branching, man. They may not love you, they're just tolerating you because you bring some money to the table, but you don't bring no love to the table, and you don't bring no good, handsome look to the table. They want you for your money. They want to use you. They don't value you. They value what you got. That money you got in the bank, you valuable. That's all they care about. How they gonna use you to get what they got. Come on, man. Let's grow up. I mean, some of you guys are there weak as water. You give a woman everything you got. As long as they say, I love you, or you look good, sir, they feed your ego. Come on, man. Be strong. Be strong. I don't need nobody to pump me up because I know I'm God's gift to women. I just gonna see what you gonna say. But yeah, man, be strong mentally, emotionally, physically, and everywhere you can when you're in a relationship. Number 5, get ready to go up out of here now. Number 5, when they talk to you once in a blue moon, you know that's a dead ringer, man. That's when you know you stuck on stupid and you need to cut it off. You ain't heard her in 6 months and she gonna come call, hey Johnny, how you doing? You all right? Long time hurt, but I miss you. I love you. I still love you. Stop the lie, sister. I ain't heard from you in 6 months, and I know you want something. Yeah, they want your money. They don't care nothing about you. Be occupied with other things more important than you. That's when you know you are stuck on stupid. You still hanging in there. You trying to act like she was still your girlfriend. Y'all still tight. And you ain't heard from her in 6 months. That's when you stuck on stupid and need to cut that relationship off. You stuck like Chuck. Okay? How many of y'all been in a relationship where you just couldn't let it go? For whatever the reason was. You just wouldn't let it go. You couldn't let it go. You shouldn't let it go. And you kept on in there like a fool. And I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be mean-spirited. I'm just telling you the truth. People get played for foolish things every day in relationships. And sometimes some of them like it. Some guys like it. Some women like it because that makes them feel valued. That's how they feel valued when you play me. And then they play the victim. They go and talk, well, you know what he did? He see what he did to me. He slept on me. He slept with somebody else on me. All kind of crazy stuff people do, man. But I'm telling you, man, if you're in a relationship just going through the motions and you know it's wrong, week after week, after day after day after day, nothing there but you and her, and you know there's no love there between you, love is not being served at the dinner table, get the H up. Cut it off. Cut that relationship off and don't look back. Whether it's a Filipina, whether it's an American woman, I don't care, cut it off. Okay? It is not worth it. You are worth more than that, mister. You're worth more than that, sister. Don't go to a relationship that nobody don't care nothing about you. My mama ruled and my life still rules today. She don't care nothing. Nobody don't care nothing about you, BobbieD. She said, don't be around them people. Don't hang around them. Don't walk because they ain't for you. Somebody that don't care nothing about you, they ain't for you. Stop being on stupid. Stuck on stupid. Cut them off. Let's ride the train real quick. That's all I have for you. I don't want to review today, but y'all know what I did. We got 5 things we'll talk to you about. Being stuck on stupid. You know when you see these things here, this is an idea that you may need being played and you need to move on with your life. Okay? So let's go ahead. We're gonna find out who's rubbing up, talking up, buffed up, and up. The first man in his house. We're not gonna do the song today, but you're gonna get straight in and you're gonna jump off right on the train ride today. Who we got? Thank you so much, Terry Fleming, Ride Train, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, the Crew, and Love. Thank you so much for the donation to the nation. He said, two, right back at you, my brother from another mother. Terry Fleming, thank you so much for the donation to the nation. Everybody hit the like button for one time. 1, 2, 3. Chit paya. 1, 2, 3. Chit. Can you hit the like button, please? Come on, man. Hit that like button. We ain't got a lot of folks. Hit the like button, please. All right, let's do it down for Terry Fleming, riding train, BobbieD, One Nation of the Groove and Love. I need a dancer in this house. I need a dancer. I need somebody that can know how to throw it and know how to show it and know how to flow it. Let's go. Michael.
The hardest working man in the business. I feel good.
You were a girl that changed my world. You dropped the bomb on me. Yeah. Come on. Drop the bomb, right?
That's our represents. What might the winner be, a king or a queen? Live in the Philippines.
Thank you so much for the donation. Terry Fleming, more blessings, much love. Thank you so much, my brother from another mother. Ryan Chain, BobbieD, One Nation of the Groove and Love. Who we got? Toot. Murphy Hayes in the house. Murphy Hayes, go finger. What's up, Gunny in the house? Gunny in the house. Woo. Gunny man in the house. What's up, Gunny? Is it toot. Right back at you, my brother, from another mother. Gunny, hope you all right. I heard from you a while, man. You good? You Gunny in the Philippines, man, doing this thing right, tight, long, strong. DD said y'all we better get ready to go back. That's what DD is, that right? Tomorrow. Well, Gunny, man, it was nice seeing you out here, man. Hope you have a safe trip back, man. We'll be praying for you, man. I know you had a nice time. And we be praying for you way back. And I got something to tell you, man. You know I got something to tell you, man. Number 2, you'll do just fine, Murphy. Ryan Chain, who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, hello, sir, Bobby and Queen Angel. What's up, Terry? Good to see you, man. Terry is a good man. I like good people like Terry, Murphy Hayes, all these good people we got on the train, man. It's so good to be blessed by these men. I'm inspired by these people. And it's good whenever I'm in their company, whether it's online or in person. It's a positive experience for me. And I like positive experiences in my life. They help me to grow. They help me to know. They help me to keep right, tight, long, and strong. And I surround myself with positive-minded people, similar-minded to me. And I suggest you do the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. It will keep you out of trouble. It will keep you focused. It will keep you on your game so you won't be lame. You with me, G? Let's go. Ryan Chain, who we got? Murphy, Terry Fleming, he said, hello, Murphy, what's up, man? You good? Ryan Chain, BobbieD, Murphy, he said, hello, and congratulations, Terry. Terry Fleming wasn't playing this morning. He got up with his mind on me in number 1, and he did that thing right, tight, long, short. Ryan Chain, who we got? Murphy, hey, he said, hello, Bobby, it's Lisi. What's up, Murphy? You all right, man? So good to see you in the house today. Let's go, Ryan Chain, who we got? Billy D, what's up? He said, what's your view on dating a Filipino that works or doesn't work? Okay, here's my thing on that. I think that if you're dating online and you don't know whole lot about that person, I would suggest you try to find one that's working, okay, as opposed to not working. My reasoning behind that is one who works usually has a value for work, and they're not usually lazy. And then when you find one online, how long you've been working? You say, I'm working. Okay. How long have you been working? Well, I just got a job last month. And that's something you may want to question about. You may not want to be putting your time in with. I've been working 5 years. That's somebody you may want to book with. Yeah, you may want to cook with. You may want to learn with. You may want to grow with. You may want to know with. Yeah, because if you work consistently, there's some benefits in working consistently. It shows you how to be responsible. It shows you how to be timely, get to work on time, and do a good job. You know, all of those things are important. So finding somebody that is working is good. Now, when you're dealing with Filipinas, sometimes, my guys, that can be a little bit difficult because a lot of the women out here that go online actually are not working. And some of them are scammers that say they're working, or they just prey on other people saying that they try to get you to like them. And you are their job. Did you hear me, man? You their job. Yeah, they try to get their money out of you. That's their work. They're working on you. And they're dropping the bomb on you. Drop the bomb on me, baby. Yeah, they want to drop that bomb on you so you get to like them, you get to love them, you get to trust them, and you send them to Monte, baby. That's what it's all about. A lot of Filipinos do that as a full-time job. It is a scamming and jamming and flim-flamming is a multi-billion peso industry out here. It's illegal, but doesn't make it stop working. Illegal stuff work happens all the time, all over the world. So that happens here, and I would suggest that you try to find one that's working. Now, let's say you find one that's not working, and you just fell in love with her, and she fell in love with you. It's okay, man. It's okay. You have to ensure that even though she's not working, that doesn't mean she's not a good person, does it? So let's keep that in mind. Even though she's not working, it doesn't mean she's not a good person. However, one that is working, I would say, in my opinion, my humble opinion, has more attributes to look forward to in building and growing and sharing a loving, caring relationship because she already knows the value of work. Okay. And a lot of Filipinos that work out here, the younger ones, usually are working for mom and pop. And when you find somebody that's working for their parents, that suggests that they're what? Loyal. They suggest that they have a loyal nature because it takes a lot to you to work every day for you send almost your whole check to your mom and pop, and you got nothing but the money you take to get back to work, buy food. That takes a lot. That's what Lisa D was. I mean, these were working 6 days a week, factory, 12 hours a day, and most of their money went back home to mom and pop. When I saw that trait in her, that characteristic in her, hard work and loyalty, I said, wow. I've never met a woman a Filipino that were like that before. So it had a big impact on me, and I saw the value in Lisa D from that particular point of view. And then as I continued to talk to her, and we continue to work on each and grow on each other, more valued characteristics became out in her. And so I knew I had somebody special with Lisa D as opposed to the other Filipinas I was dating. So my long story short, try to get you one that work, but if you don't work, it's okay. Just make sure she right, tight, long. So let's go, Roger. Who we got? Barry, what's up, man? Salute back here to me. Happy Veterans Day to all my veterans in the train today. This is the actual Veterans Day where they're celebrated. This is a holiday in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, it's a holiday.
Well, happy
Veterans Day is a holiday, and they used to have Washington Day and Lincoln Day, and then they combined that, made it President's Day. So that's another holiday. And they got Martin Luther King holiday, that. And then you got Christmas. But yes, holiday. A lot of banks are closed.
Valentine's.
What Marco was telling you in USA, if you're a veteran on Veterans Day, you can go to most of the stores or restaurants to give you free meals, and some of the barbershops give you free haircuts.
Terry Fleming, you're a veteran.
Terry Fleming, don't eat that food, Terry Fleming. You're on a diet. Don't do it, Fred. Don't do it, Terry. You stay on your diet.
He eat whatever he wants to.
Terry Fleming's on a special diet because he got to watch what he's eating because he had that surgery.
Happy Veterans Day to all
Happy
the veterans.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Happy Veterans Day to all my veterans out there, man. I hope y'all be all right. Keep your minds right, keep your hearts right, and for God's sake, keep your body right. You got no reason to get out of shape, whatever. All you got to do is go down to the VA, get free medical care, and you can get there's a whole lot of plans to help you keep preventative from getting sick. Okay, let's go, Roger. Who we got? BobbieD, what's up? He said, from our experience, what makes a good from your experience? What makes a good Filipino good catch? What attributes do you see them in, and why you're in Cebu? Okay. Good question. I just mentioned one huge one for me that's hardworking. One a Filipina is hardworking, and they're taking care of their parents or taking their relatives or just taking care of themselves. That's one thing I look for. I would look for if you were trying to find a Filipina in Cebu. The other thing is, do they love the Lord? I know some of y'all don't believe in God and all like that, but that's what you look for. That's what I look for. Is she a Christian? And she may be a Catholic Christian, but does she know Jesus? And Catholic Christians believe in Jesus. Yeah. So those two elements, those are the first and foremost in my mind that I look for. The third one would be, how truthful is she? Okay. How truthful is she? If she tell a lie every time you turn around, you can catch people in a lie. The more you talk, the more they lie, and the more you can catch them. Because if sometimes they're not good, if they don't have a good memory, they forgot they just said something, and then they go turn right around and say something else that contradicts what they just said. That's called catching them in a what? A lie. Okay. So, but you can catch them in a lie. All you got to do is keep on asking them questions, and then ask one question it's a different way, and they'll give you, if they give you a different answer, they're lying. But you want to find out one that's hardworking, one that's loyal, smart. I would say smart. You don't want a dummy. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm not trying to put anybody down. But you want somebody that has some common sense. They don't have to have a PhD level mentality. Common basics, and you can tell when somebody has common sense by talking to them. Another element is that you want to find out that you want to ensure that the person that your Filipino you're dealing with has a level of what? Maturity. Okay. A level of what? Maturity. Because what happens all too more often than not, there's a lot of immature Filipinos. And when I say immature, I don't mean age-wise. I mean mentality-wise and personality-wise, that are on the internet just trying to find somebody that would have mercy on them and send them some money. Okay. I don't need that in my life. I don't want you trying to get in my pockets. I don't even know you, and you're trying to play a game with me. I don't need that. I need people that are sincere. And most people that are mature are usually sincere in what they do. Okay. And those things I would look for if I'm looking for a good Filipino. And then you want to make sure, if you're an African American, you want to make sure that they don't have a racial quality about them. Some Filipinos will go with a black man sometimes, but they still don't like black people, or they still don't like the color people, the color black. You know, when you find you going with a Filipino that don't like blacks or the color black, you better get the age out of there. You better cut that off, and don't get stuck on stupid with that. There's some men out here, black men, that go on Filipino right now, and they know she prejudiced, but you know how they justify it? Well, she's not prejudiced with me. She just don't like all other black men. She loves me. Stop the lie, mister. You know how crazy that sounds? But that's what people do. Okay? Let's go around train BobbieD DC, One Nation, the Group of Love. Who we got? Terry Fleming. What's up, Rain Man? Coming. He said, when you let your hormones overrule your ability to play the scene through, you're playing with fire. Babies come from sex. Yeah. Babies come from sex. Babies come from sexual gratification. And a lot of times, people don't care whether they get pregnant or not. They just want to satisfy the urges they have. The urge to merge. You know what I'm saying? That's a powerful urge, man. That's the sexual gratification urge to merge. It's a powerful urge in both men and women. You said, well, mostly men, they gotta have it. It's women too. Both sexes have to have that. And so that desire to merge and it overrides a lot of practical things that we should be looking at. That's why AIDS is so prevalent in the world today. And that's why teenage children having babies is so prevalent in the world today. And you know, that's because of that urge to merge. And back in the day, we would try to tone it down with children and stuff and tell them don't do that. Now, in the era of sexual exploitation and the sexual era, everything goes, anything goes. Not only the men and women, the urge, get the urge to merge, and people and the society is encouraging them to do it, whether they're married or not. It's also with men and men, women and women, transvestites, you name it. Everything, anything is out there now. I mean, so when you live in a world where anything goes, it's hard, man. Yeah, you're playing with fire, just like Murphy said. Not only were you playing with fire, you're playing with stuff that could kill you. STDs. Yeah, this stuff is. You think AIDS has been cured because you don't hear about it a lot? No, it's still here. You think COVID-19 gone someplace because everybody don't have to wear masks nowadays? No, still here. Even I read the other day that even the flu virus is still killing thousands of people every year. Yeah, I kid you not. Go Google it. The flu virus kills. I didn't say get sick. Kills thousands of men, women, boys, and girls every year. It's still here. Been here for a long time. But we learn to live with it. Okay, let's go around chain BobbieD, one nation, going love. We got Murphy. Hey, he said that's why I do my own research. People tell lies. Yeah, they tell lies and they spy on you, they lie on you, they cry on you, all kind of stuff that you get in your pockets. That's what they do, man. You check them out. Whatever they say okay. Say you work at IBM. Yes, sir. How long you been at IBM? I started 2 weeks ago. They have an IBM in the Philippines. Yes, sir. Where? What city? I'm gonna get back to you on that. But check them out, man. This is crude examples, but check them out. What they say, make sure it's true. People will tell you anything, because they know you want to hear they tell you what you want to hear. That's what women do. They feed our egos, they stroke our egos because they know men have huge egos. We always want to be large and in charge. We always want to have control. Remember Janet Jackson? Control. We always want to be in control. And so when a woman knows that, they use that to what? Their advantage. And then they infiltrate your mentality and they try to treat you like with brutality. When you're mentality, they try to put you down and you don't even know it. Because you're so caught up in their beauty, you're so caught up in the booty, you're so caught up in their charm, you're so caught up in them giving you all the compliments. Oh, you so handsome. Oh, you so handsome. All kind of crazy stuff. Women know how to put it on you, like they in like throwing you. They know how to put it on you, doggone it. Let's go around here. We got Murphy Hayes. Some guys have no. Yeah, you gotta have control, baby. I just told you, control. Like Janet Jackson said, you gotta have control, man. You gotta, and the only way you're gonna get control, ladies and gentlemen out there, and women too. Some women don't have control too, just like me. They drop the drawers every chance they get. Do behind the building. Do it in the jungle. They do it in the grass, Let's go. They do it standing up, in the back seat. How many times y'all heard, and some of y'all don't have in the back seat too. They have no control, men and women. We lose it when it comes to that merge to what? Merge. We lose it. The hookup. We want to do that hookup. All sensible things go out the window. All we see is that tail. Like sometimes we like dogs. You just smell it. You want to ready to run. You ready to get it, But you can be controlled. I got guys on this show controlling it. Been controlling it for a long time. It can be done. I'm not gonna call it name because y'all know who they are and they know who they are. It can be done. I've done it for a year. I know it can be done. Okay. So, but you have to be disciplined. You don't run after every woman you see just because she got a piece of thigh showing up. She's showing some leg or she's showing some boobies. You just don't. You turn your eyes. So, excuse me, man. Can you cover your chest up, please? Can you pull your tank top up? Because it's distracting me. That's how you do. But a lot of us ain't got it like that. Let's go around chain BobbieD, one nation, a group of love. We got Terry, Philippine. Both of those. I got you, man. You got to have control. And you got to check them out. Yeah, man. You got to have control. You got to check them out. Let's go around here. We got Terry Fleming. He said you have to present ID. You got to present ID. Most places, I don't know. Markel said he didn't have to present no ID. They ask you for something. Because if they didn't ask for no kind of ID or nothing, they'd be getting a lot of free meals. You know what I'm saying? And they would lose a lot of money like that, We got Roger. Who we got? Sincerely, him in the house. What's up? Angel in the house. What's up, Angel? He said, when you got Panay, check her liability. You gotta check them all of that, man. Because a lot of them, they will not tell you the truth. I don't know if you paid them to tell you the truth, some of them won't tell you the truth. That's just the way some people are. Yeah? But it's just not only Panay, there's all people, women and men do it. Okay, because there's men scammers out there just as women. There's a lot of men scamming here, and guess what they scam in the Philippines? People from Nigeria, specialists at that. They'll scam Filipinas here in the Philippines, and they scam Filipinas that are OFWs all over the world. That's their specialty, and they get a lot of money out of it every year. I don't know how they do it, man, but they got the line. They got the line. They know what to say and how to say it, and they get that money every year, man. But yeah, you got to check people out. You have to verify because everybody is not truthful. Everybody's not honest. And if you don't believe me, get online and start dating with these Filipinos and see what you'll find out. Let's go around chain. We got Terry Fleming, the angel in the house. What's up, man? How you doing, Cecilia? You doing good? Good to see you, my dear. Ryan Train, who we got? Terry, Cecilia. She said, hello, Cecilia. Fleming, how are you doing? Ryan Train, who we got? Terry Fleming, a little sore, but that's all right. Yeah, Terry Fleming had surgery recently, but he's doing better now, and we're still praying for him. It takes a while to heal from. He had some major surgery. It takes a while to heal up from the major surgery he had, But we're praying that he will continue to heal and he will continue to grow it, and everything gonna be all right when he be back the same as normal. But it takes time. And time, they always say that time heals what? All wounds. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby, and not only physically but emotionally and spiritually. Let's go, Terry. They said Walker, the killer baby maker. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Y'all know what you're talking about, right? Herschel Walker. he said that he's pro-life and he's not for the abortion like that. So he said, I never did that. Then the lady said, I paid me for 2 abortions, sir. What's wrong with you? And he said, no, I don't know. She's lying. She's lying. How many of you believe she's lying? I don't. I believe she's telling the truth. I'm sorry, Herschel. I like you as a football player, but that's it. As a politician and as a man, you ain't about nothing. You ain't about nothing. You got no credentials in my book for as a man. You're good football player. You know how to. You ain't. I don't know if you're not a good football player now. You used to be a good football player. You got the millions and millions because of those. But other than that, you have no credentials in my book. You are not somebody that I would look up to off of the field. On the field, okay, but off the field, no. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? So she said, you'll be fine. So Terry, yeah, Terry's gonna be all right, man. We pray for people on this train every day. Pray for Murphy Hayes, Cecilia M, Perry Fleming, everybody come on this train. We pray. We have blanket prayers for people on this train every day. So we believe God is watching out for you guys. It's just like you guys are praying for us. God's watching out for us as well. Let's go, Ron Chain, Bobby. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, that's nothing. They gave races behind. They gave race behind the Satan. The Satan. The Satan. He called the Satan, y'all. Last side video, yeah. I don't know why, man. People out there love that guy. I don't know what it is. Just like they love, Mr. Orange Man. They love him the same way. And so now, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a battle between Orange Man. If Orange Man decides to run, it'll be a battle between, I believe, Orange Man and DeSantis. DeSantis is becoming the head of the party now. And so he's the most likely one that they would be nominated as somebody, or that would run rather, for the nomination of the Republican Party. And so I think Trump might run. And the reason why I say that is because he's got a lot of trial things coming up, and he's going to use those court dates and stuff. He's going to use the fact that he's running as candidate to delay. That's his tactic: delay. But he got like 5 or 6 court things coming up soon, and so I don't know if he can pull this off or not. But we will see. But I tell you what, he will probably, if he runs, he will run, and he will do well. But he won't beat DeSantis. He won't beat him because DeSantis is just like his plan is what Trump did in 2016. When Trump initially ran, his plan is he's beating Trump at his own game. Let's go, Ryan Train, Bobby DC, One Nation, a room of love. Terry, Smooth. What's up, man? How you doing, Smooth? You all right, man? You all right, man? So good to see you. What's up? He said, I'm on board here, man. Good to have you, man. We miss you for a little bit. When we don't see you, man, we get a little concerned. But you know what? We pray for you. You pray for us. Okay, man? So good to see you in the house. You late, but you all right, man. You late, and you ate. I hope you're eating right, too. Smooth, you didn't get off your diet, did you, man? Don't get off your diet, Smooth. Please don't do that, sir. Because if you blow up again, you might get back in. Don't do that, man. Please watch what you eat. Watch what you drink. Drink your 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. Please do that. Or liquids, tea, something. Liquids. Drink your liquids every day. Okay, and you'll be all right. Let's go, Ron Chain. Who we got? Smooth Son said, congrats, number one. Hey, Murphy, Terry Flynn wasn't playing, man. He made that thing right tight long term. Who we got? Murphy Hayes said David Duke came closer when he was in governor's office in Louisiana. The boys king of the KKK. Yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago too. He was like all over the state, Yeah, and talking to Yin Yang, but then people voted for him, you know. But they didn't vote him to get him the office, thank goodness. But a lot of people voted for him, you know. I don't know what it is, man. And then people continue to say that America is not a racist country. Do you believe that? If you got this melanin in your skin and you say something like that, you got issues up here. Something's not right. Something's not functioning right. The screw is loose. Something's not right. Because if this melanin in your skin, you go around and you can see how people look at you, how they roll their eyes, especially if you go to rural Georgia. And I've been all over Georgia, all over the states, all over the United States riding. And man, when they see me, I worked for Verizon Wireless, right? And I had an unmarked truck, unmarked van. I had an unmarked Yukon. You know, Yukons are huge, right? Big SUVs. And it was a company truck. But I didn't have anything to notify, nothing to say that it was a company truck, because they had a lot of expensive equipment in the back. And they didn't want, when I parked, somebody to take it out. They want, every time I turn around, people come up on me and I'll get out my car, they roll it out. Crazy stuff, Caucasians, you know, because they think that I stole the car. Crazy. And I would get stopped, man. I would get stopped by the po-po at least 2 or 3 times a week. And I'm just doing my job. I got to the point where when I saw them, the blue lights in the back of me, you know what I did? I just pulled over to the side, put my hands. I said, "No weapons, sir." You know, because they're killing folk around there for crazy stuff. They're going around saying, "Who we got?" Terry Fleming said, "Whoever runs for president from now on is going to have the eye of the FBI, CIB, the eye of the FBI, the CIA, and the media watch." Yeah, everybody's going to be watching them, and rightfully so. You know, rightfully so. People need to know who they're getting. If you are who you say you are, and you're not playing no games. And it's a shame of what they did to Nancy Pelosi's husband. Politics is becoming so dangerous nowadays. The man was totally innocent, had nothing to do. He's not a politician. He's married to his wife is a politician, but yet he was targeted by somebody that had the MAGA philosophy, and they hit him in the head with a hammer. Yeah, the guy had to have surgery. He just came out of the hospital. He's going to have a long recovery. Politics is very, very dangerous now, and it's always been dangerous, but it's becoming more dangerous with the talk of the people like MAGA and Trump and Ron, the guy from Arizona, Ron, senator, just got reelected. They're openly talking about they don't like blacks, and they don't, black people. And then another thing y'all gotta look at, those of you that have this melanin in your skin, y'all gotta look at, they're beginning to talk about affirmative action. Of course, the Supreme Court is going to be taking hearings on the affirmative action. They're trying to overturn that, just like they overturned Roe versus Wade. They're trying to overturn affirmative action. Affirmative action will always be needed, okay? Because this is a racist country. And you cannot erase racism overnight. You can put on the laws, you can put all the laws you want on the book you want, but racism in people's mind will always be indelibly there, unless you take the initiative to get it out of your mind. Okay, and most people are not. They're getting worse with it. Let's go around chain, BobbieD. Who we got? Terry Fleming. He said, "Well, the Southern racist tradition is alive." Yeah, I was born in the South, man. I was born in Charleston, South Carolina, not Kakalaki like Monroe. I'm from the North Side. The South Side, baby, and it's the dirty South. And they still doing stuff. So that was back in Jim Crow days, and a lot of them still want to call you a boy and all kind of crazy stuff, man. But I don't know, it's crazy, man. People think that just because this is 2022, things have changed. Some things have changed. Some things have not changed. Some things will never change, and you have to get those understanding in your mind. Let's go around here. Who got Murray? He said, "What gets my goal is there are a large percentage of so-called Christians voting for." Yeah, let me tell you what's happened, man. Trump and the MAGA movement have infiltrated Christianity. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? Yeah. Christianity and Trump. And if you're not a Trump person, if you're not a MAGA person, many of the Christians, evangelical Christians, will say, then you're not a Christian. They're praying for Trump to come back, just like they pray for Trump to win. And they're lying along with Orange Man that the prior election for president was rigged. Yeah, crazy stuff. Who a Christian not supposed to lie like that? A Christian is supposed to tell the truth and let everybody else call a lie, but you tell the truth. Yeah. So yeah, they have infiltrated religion. They have infiltrated Christianity. White evangelical Christians are supporting Trump and they're supporting his lies. They're wrong for that. I'm not the judge. I'm not trying to judge them. I'm just calling what's happening. God's got to be the judge. When Trump go meet his maker, he got to own up for this stuff. And when they go to meet their maker, they got to own up for it. But you're right. God wants to judge people based on the truth, not on a lie. And that's what's happening in this right now in this race. People are telling lies, and they're doing anything they can to win or to be elected. But truth always eventually wins out. Okay, keep that in mind. Right, Train, who we got? Anthony Liggins. Anthony Liggins, what's up, Anthony? How you doing, my brother from another mother? So good to see you. So good to see you. So good to hit the like button for me. We're all 1, 2, 3. Chichapaya. Hit that like button, y'all. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Chichapaya. And he said, "What's up, BobbieD? You right, Terry Fleming?" Yeah, man. Doing good. Anthony, so good to see you in the house today. Ron Chain, BobbieD, DC, One Nation on the group with love. Murphy, hey, what's up, Smooth? You good, man? So good to see you. Ron Chain, Terry Fleming. Hello, Sir Anthony. How you doing, my brother from another mother? Ron Chain, who we got? Terry Fleming. Hello, sir. Murphy. Hello, Sir Liggins. You good, man? So good to see you in the house today. Terry Fleming, what's up, Smooth? Excuse me, y'all. I get a little dry. Okay. Anthony Liggins said, "We held it down here in Michigan. Governor, Attorney General, Secretary of State, both houses of legislation, all blue." Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Blue, baby. Yeah, baby blue. Blue wave is going strong in Michigan. That's good. Michigan is a battleground state. Georgia is a battleground state. Georgia is actually like a purple state. They're not totally blue. They're not totally red. They became blue for the presidency when Biden ran, but now they still got this governor there, and he beat Stacey Abrams again. I'm very disappointed in that. Stacey Abrams got beat twice for governor, and this guy he got worse and worse every time. This is his second term, so he was bad the first term. He would be worse the second term. Let's go, Ron Chain, BobbieD. Who we got? Terry Fleming, he said, "Hard when powers that be control the nation's economy and votes Republicans about Alabama." Yeah, it is. You got to think about this now. This nation is built on what? A lot of money. And so people with the money going to vote for the people that want to turn laws and make them keep their money in their pocket. That's why one of the reasons why Trump got in office, people with money knew that he was going to help them. That's what he did. One of the first things Trump got in office when he got in office, he passed that big tax act where the wealthy people got tax breaks. Remember that? And now we're still paying for that big tax break that the wealthy got since 2000. I think it was passed in 2017 or 18. Anyway, but yeah, the wealthy, look out for the wealthy. Yeah, and most of the people that are wealthy, not all of them, are in the Republican Party. Let's go around chain. BobbieD, One Nation, on the group of love. Move, Sam. I said, Michigan's my home state. I pray it comes back strong. Let's hope so, man. Michigan is the way to be. It's a nice state. I've been there a couple of times, and it's a nice state, but it's old. Michigan, another state that's old is Boston and Ohio. Those, when I went to them cities, it was like old stuff, man. I mean, old stuff. Especially Boston. That's when remember the Boston Tea Party where they started the revolution? That place was old, man. And but I went to what was this place? Philadelphia. You remember when Rocky did that movie, and the movie Rocky? And he would run up the steps and do this, all the da, 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 da. Remember that? I was there. I went to the steps and I did the same thing. I didn't take no pictures, but I was like, I want to do like Rocky. That's an old place too, man. Let's go, Rod Chain, BobbieD. Who we got? Anthony Nicholas. How you doing, got a donation to the nation. He said, Jerome Murphy, Hayes, and Big Baller Terry Fleming in the house. Yeah, man. We got to do a dance with Anthony Nicholas, friend Jerome. Where you at, Jerome? Come on up in here, Jerome. You got a call today, Jerome. They calling your name. They calling your name, Jerome. Where you at, man? Where you at? There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the original players from the Himalayas. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Jerome's in the house. I said Jerome's in the house. Come on, girl, let's do the penguin. Oh my goodness. Thank you. So what you trying to do?
You were a girl that changed my world. You dropped the bomb on me. Yeah. Come on. Drop the bomb, right?
That's how we press. What might the winner be, a king or a queen? Life in the Philippines.
Thank you about anything but a donation to the nation. More blessings. Much love. Thank you so much, brother from another mother. Ryan Chain Bobby DC, one nation on the group of love. Smooth sound. He said, my body's tired. But God has sent me 2 more blessings. I cannot leave that behind. Everybody's 2 more blessings. 2 more blessings. Okay. Praise the Lord, man. I'm glad you got some blessings from the Lord. The Bible tells me that the blessings of the Lord make it rich. So you're rich, man. When God bless you, that's a form of that's a form of wealth, you know, and we must appreciate it. Every blessing, everything good and every good and perfect thing come from the Lord up above. That's what the Bible says. So, hey, man, keep thanking and praising him. Let's go, Round Trade. Who we got? Murphy said, fly, fight, win. Okay. Let's fly, win. Let's do that, man. Round Trade. Who we got? Murphy, she turned herself. Okay. Yeah, sometimes people would turn out themselves, you know, because they put their foot in their mouth. You know, they get up. Remember they said, you lied. I just found out because you said that I got you, because you didn't know what you said. That makes sense. Who said the Dems have pulled ahead in Arizona for governor? Okay, I'm glad to hear that. That Kelly Lake, man, she is something else. I've seen that lady on TV. She's so mean. She's so hateful. She's like a female Orange Man. She's taking this playbook and taking it to another level. Okay. She's before she even ran, she said, I'm going to win this race. And if I don't win the race, it's because of fraud. It was stolen from me. That's the same thing Trump did. And that's why January 6th happened, and that's why, thank goodness, the January 6th hearings are almost over, because Republicans are going to take over the Congress, looks like. And once they get in Congress, they're going to stop the January 6th hearings. But all the information, the pertinent information they needed to get out, has already gotten out, and they've already referred Trump for legal prosecution by the DOJ to the DOJ. So they can't stop that part of it. So thank goodness that the Democrats did what they had to do to hold people accountable for January 6th. And they have said that the person that was behind all of this, orchestrated all the moves, was your former president. Let's go. You're defeated. Your former defeated president, as he defeated. Let's go. Who we got? Smooth. He said, excuse me, I'm having a hard time finding my Airbnb where my Filipino live. Okay. She must be living in a small town, because if she's in a bigger city, most Airbnb is in a larger city. So you probably have to get a hotel. If you can't get an Airbnb, that's going to be your next bet. But don't stay with her. Whatever you do, do not stay with her. Okay, don't do that. Find your hotel. Find you. It's called a guest house. Out here they call it. Yeah, the guest house is what they call. They're like little apartments for foreign people. They're cheaper than a normal hotel and there's a little bit more space. So see, can you find a guest house? Is that what they call it? No, what do they call this place, DC?
Apartment.
Okay, no, it's called a guest house. Anyway, I'll get the name for it. Let's go, Ryan Chamber. Who we got?
Condo.
No, when I remember when I went to Medellin that time for you.
Apartment.
No, remember we stayed in a low place and we had to meet. What do they call that?
Motel.
No, it was a motel, but they called it something else. Remember, we went upstairs.
Oh, a small hotel.
No,
A
but
small
what did they call it, Lisa D?
I don't know.
I think it's called guest house. Anyway, I forgot. Anyway, let's go, Roger. Who we got? Murphy. Yeah, I'm leaving. Okay, man. Leaving on a jet. I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Remember that song, man? Hey, I'm finna cry, man. It's been real. But Murphy got to go. He got to go. Murphy, thank you for showing up, man. You did it right, long, strong. You came here. You did what you're supposed to do. You said you were coming. You came, and you saw, and you conquered. Okay, that's what Alexander the Great said. I came, I saw, and I conquered. So I hope you came, and I hope you saw, and I hope you conquered whatever you need to conquer in your world. Okay, man. So good to see. Good to see, man. Murphy, we're praying for you. Have a good trip. Let's go. Smooth and mistakes. Place Key Sweat. Make it last forever for you tonight. Murphy don't do that kind of stuff, man. What's wrong with you? Ain't this time. He ain't really got y'all do that, but he ain't got that on his mind. But let's go. Oh Lord. Let's go. Billy, he said, what if she is a student? You were in other words, you were 50. Would you date a student that's 24 years old? A student, that depends. Normally, that depends on the maturity level of that individual, how she and I gel together, the chemistry, if we had a chemistry together. A lot of factors depend on that. But in general, let me say this. If somebody's in school, that means they're working, they're not working. That means that they're dependent upon the parents or some other funding source. And that means they're maybe looking for another source of funding. That would be whoever, that would be you. So if you want to be a source of funding for that student, go right ahead, be my guest, But that would not be higher on my priority list for a student 24 years old. Now, if she's working, yeah, okay. But 24 years old, the age range is decent. I can deal with a 24-year-old. In fact, this D was 20, 24, yeah, when I met her. But so I can deal with that, but she was working, and she was a student. But I'm not against students at all, because student, be honest with you, you're doing it right, it's a full-time job, because you don't have time to play. You got to be studying, got to do assignments, you got to do essays, research papers. It's a full-time job if you're doing it right. If you're just playing in school, you just waste your parents' money, So I don't have anything against students. However, me personally, that would not be my priority. That would be my last ditch effort. Let's go, Ryan Chain. Who we got? Smooth sounds. He said, Mr. Billy, I'm 52. My Philippine is 26. Yeah, no. It doesn't matter as long as she's above legal age, 18 plus. And I wasn't fooling about 18 either, because that's just too young. But as long as she's legal age, 21 plus, I said 21 plus, legally and mature enough to understand what she's doing, what she's getting into, and legally able to handle it. Yeah, that's okay, man. And you'll find that age is huge here. There's huge age gaps here in the Philippines, and then there's small age gaps. So it doesn't matter the age gap. What matters is how you deal with the age gaps, okay? Some people deal with the age gaps very well. Some people deal with them deplorably. And if you deal with the age gaps deplorably, you will have a very bad relationship, and it won't be lasting long. So age gaps can be overcome, but it takes more time. It takes more sensitivity and respect for the individuals that are involved in that age gap, okay? Let's go, Ryan Chain, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, on the Goon of Love. Terry Fleming. He said, for me, sex isn't just two bodies connected, it's two souls. That is correct, Terry Fleming. You got the right idea, baby. That is correct. Sex is not just two people hooking up, booging up, cooking. It's not that. That's not all it is. I mean, it's a physical act here. That's the basics of it. But there's other elements of it that you need to look at. It's a spiritual act. You see, because when you're hooking up with somebody physically, you're also hooking up with them metaphysically, spiritually. Yeah, spiritual level. Okay. You putting your semen in her, and she's putting her whatever in you, and that's a connection point. Not only is it a physical connection, but it becomes a spiritual connection. That's how you become one. And so, if you're dealing with a woman and she's had 20,000 men, nah, yeah, like let's say you're dealing with a woman, she had 15 boyfriends. When you hook up with that woman, you're dealing with 15 different spirits if she had sex with them. You're dealing with 15 different spirits that's cohabiting in that woman's body. Okay. Okay. You with me? Spiritually. Okay. Metaphysically, spiritually. Okay. Not physically, but metaphysically and spiritually. And then that's why she's so crazy right now. Because every time she turn around, she got to drop them drawers because she got all them demons. And tell me, man, sex is just not sex on a physical level. You have to look at all dimensions of it. And that's where people fail to do. Okay. For whatever reason, people fail to do that. And you have to be careful who you hook your body up to. There's a lot of people out here that's got demons in them. As soon as you hook your body up with them demons gonna walk right into you. And you acting crazy just like the person you just hooked up with. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be, in this age of enlightenment, people need to know what they're doing and be smart about what they're doing. And not that what they're doing do them in. Okay? You with me? Let's go around chamber. Who we got? Smooth. He said, still on my diet. Just need to get to the gym more. Okay. And you don't have to go to the gym, man. Just walk around your area. I walk in my area, and I walk sometimes I want to go outside in the heat. I'll ride on my bike, or I'll walk right in here, do some walking in place. But I gotta walk. I got a bad knee, man. My knee. I need y'all to pray for my knee. It's getting worse. I was told about 8 years, about 9 years ago, that I had to get a knee replacement. I told the doctor, no, I'm not doing nothing. Now I'm feeling my knees. I remember I had 2 surgeries on my knee, and now starting to get worse on me. So y'all pray for my knee to heal up. I think it's got some author visit, so on the author visit. But y'all pray for my knee, man. I don't want to get no more surgery, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's go around here, BobbieD, DC, One Nation, and Google Love. Billy D, he said, smooth sounds. I don't even. Awesome, mate. Got you, man. Round here, BobbieD, who we got? Terry Fleming, that boy Herschel. I love, man. Herschel Walker he's I'm be honest with you, man. When I was in high school, Herschel Walker was tearing it up on the gridiron, man. He was king of Georgia. I envied him. I saw him. I viewed him from high school on up. He was in high school. I was in high school, and man, he was like, wow, biggest thing ever happened to Georgia and black folk. But he come from a small town, and he just country is all get out. It seemed like he would have grown out of there, but he's still country. He's still like the kid that was running the ball back in the day in high school. He's still the same boy. And I think the white people, people know that, and they're taking advantage of him. That's why when Herschel Walker he was living in Texas, right? You know what the Republican Party did? They actually moved him from Texas back to Georgia. You know why? They wanted him to qualify to run against Warnock. That's why they did. That's why I tell you they're using Herschel Walker to get that Georgia seat back, so they can gain control or help gain control of the Senate as well. Let's go around here, BobbieD, One Nation, with love. Terry, smooth sound. He said, thanks, Mr. Billy. Okay, appreciate that. Anthony Liggins, he said, have a safe trip, Murphy. Appreciate that, man. Murphy Hayes, get your mind right, because when you get on that plane, man, it's gonna look like you'll never get home, but you will get home. Just be persistent. Get your stuff to read. They got some videos that you have on the back of your plane seat. They should have some movies so you can watch movies, listen to music, and you know, plug to keep all that stuff. Relax your body, relax your mind, and don't get no liquor. Cause if you're passed out, somebody be on pickpocket. Don't do that, man. Leave that booze alone, man. You don't need that. Let it go right. Let it go. Terry Fleming. He said that boy Herschel Walker couldn't catch the football to save his life. No, he couldn't catch. Herschel Walker couldn't. I don't know what it is. He could never catch, but he could run. He couldn't catch the rock, but he could run with the rock. That's why I like him. He was good running. In fact, man, I used to like to see him run, man. He would run with that ball, man, and when people would try to tackle him, he was so strong and so fast. He would try to, you trying to catch something, and it's so fast you can't get a hold of it. That's how he was. People would try to catch him, tackle him, they would bounce off him like a gnat. And then when you would grab him, you know what he would do? Instead of him going down, he would carry you. He keep on running, carry you on his back. That's how he was, man. He never became a great professional football player. He was average. He never lived up to his college life when he went to the big football. First of all, as soon as he got out of right before he got out of college, your orange man hired him for the Washington Capital Generals, something like that. And it was an old football team. What's it called? I don't think it was Canadian General Football League, Washington Generals, something like that. Anyway, Trump hired him and paid him millions of dollars in his junior year to go off, and that's how he got into it. So he never came straight to the NFL until like 4 or 5 years later, and then he didn't do nothing in the NFL, So, and I think the reason why is he had this mental problem. He had like multiple personality disorder, and he was crazy. He had a hard. The coaches in the NFL dreaded dealing with him because he wouldn't listen. That's why they never used him that much in the NFL. He wouldn't listen. He would do whatever he wanted to do. Anyway, he's a good talent, but he never flourished in the NFL and never flourished in that league that Trump bought him in. He just crazy. I guess he just went crazy. Let's go, Roger. Who we got? Murray, he said, thanks, sir. I appreciate it, man. Roger and Bobby DC one issue. Terry Fleming, he said, some Southern Christians are calling Trump the second coming. Yeah, man. I don't know what it is. They think, he told us one time that he's the only one can save us. Yeah, that's what he said. So I just pray that I don't want anything bad to happen to Trump or anybody that's associated with Trump. I'm praying that God will bring light to those that are in darkness regarding Trump or anyone else. Bring the truth out and let the truth lead them. That's all I'm praying for. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want nobody to get sick. I just want the truth to come out. When people see the real truth, they can't go with a lie. Okay, let's go, Ron James. Who we got? Billy D. He said, cool music, but I want you to play Party all the time. Come on, man. I play that stuff. That's oh, man, that's an old song. Party all the time. Remember that song? Party all the time. Eddie Murphy. Let's go, Ron James. Who we got? Murray, those are devil worshipers waiting for the Antichrist secretary. Yeah, that's all it is, man. It's all kind of things in this world, and if you don't have your eyes open and your spiritual ears on, you will miss it. You will never catch it, and it'll take you out. You got to be aware of everything that's going on mentally, physically, and spiritually. Let's go, Murphy. Hey, thank you, Sir Anthony. Right, Billy D. What's your view on living with the Philippines president? Well, okay. What's your view on living with the Philippines parents, even for a little while, in a remote province? Okay. You know what? Lisa D and I have toyed with that idea when we first got here, because we had to find a place when I first got here, I had to find a place to live. And she said, we could live with us. I thought about it, and she thought about it, and we said, no. The reason why, because parents have a tendency to get involved in the business and affairs of their children in the Philippines and all over the world. And I didn't want to get into me coming against her parents or them trying to tell us what to do. I don't like that. I'd rather be away from the parents because it's less hassle and it's less friction. Now, I say that to say this. Most people in the Philippines, when they get married, a lot of times I'm talking about Filipinos now, they will stay with the parents until they get settled or feel like they want to move out. whether he get married, and they'll have children there also. I know a guy in our church. He's a father, and he had their 5 children. All the children are grown adults now, but they live in his house. They still live in their home where they grew up, and the children got married, and they have their husbands and wives with them, and they have children now. Everybody lives in one. He got a big house. Everybody lives in one house, and they're as happy as you can be. You know, that's Filipinos. If that was American, they'd be fighting and cussing. So it's a different culture. But if you're an American or a foreigner trying to live with, I would not suggest that. Okay, Filipinos probably can do it. Okay, but it's a different culture, and it's a different lifestyle for an American to do that. Let's go right here. We got Smooth. Till this day, most people still don't know Walker played fullback and no halfback. I don't know what kind of back he played. I believe he was good, man. But you're right, he was a fullback. He wasn't a halfback. Halfback is a speedier, faster guy. But Walker was he was fullback. Fullbacks usually is stronger, more blocking than running. Walker did both. He blocked and he was a good blocker, but he was a better runner. Okay, so he was the way he was running. He was running like a halfback. Okay, he was running. That's how good he was. He was running like a halfback, but he was a fullback. He was so strong, man. He was. Well, I'm just talking about. I seen the guy play. That's why that's why I'm so excited. I remember him. I can see him running in my mind right now. Running in my mind. I'm proud. Check out for problem. Let's go. Terry Fleming. He said, "Yes, sir, Murphy. If fool be being foolishly led by a foolish man playing with God. Yeah, man, you got to be careful." The Bible talks about worshipers of idol God and people that will deceive you. You got to be careful, man. That's why you should, as a Christian, you have to question everything that's put before you. And as a Christian, you have to guard your eye gates, your ear gates, all of that. Because you never know when somebody's going to try to put something in your mind and your spirit that's against your religion, that's against your Christ. You know? That's just the right way to do it. And that big lie they're telling us against Christ. Christ is not about lying and cheating and stealing. But Trump is. I'm sorry. Let's go around check. Who we got? Okay. I messed up, y'all. Hold on. Right here. Okay, it's the last one. Billy, he said, "You have a cool voice. Can you try a verse from Eddie Murphy's Party All the Time?" No. Eddie Murphy's voice is too high for me. I can do high, but not that. See, it sounds crazy when I do it. You have to have, when you do a high voice, you have to have the right tone, or it hurts your ears. And I can sing high when I have to, but I don't do it that much. But let's go, guys. That's it. Okay, it's been real. Thank you guys for Terry Fleming, Anthony Ligon. Thank you so much for the donation to the nation, man. You guys have been a blessing to this show for so long. God bless you. We're trying to do lives on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, sometimes Saturday and Sunday. We're doing, if you notice, we're doing more shorts now. That gives me time to do more shorts. Shorts are bringing up this channel big time. We're growing faster with the shorts because YouTube is promoting shorts now. So because of that, the more shorts they promote, people now also have a chance to look at the long form videos as well. So most channels, if you do a lot of shorts, are growing faster now. So we're switching to a short. We've been doing shorts all along, but doing more shorts now so that more growth can come. Okay. So that doesn't mean I'm not going to be doing videos on the days I'm not doing lives. I'm still doing videos, but I just won't be doing lives because lives, believe it or not, guys, live take a lot of time. You have to research, you have to prepare, and then you have to actually do the show. So it's more live. A live takes more time than a short doing a regular recorded video. It's like twice the time. But I don't mind because I know I got people that want that I need to speak to and talk to every time. Okay, I appreciate you guys being listening, good ears to listen to us. Got another comment out here? Thanks, Bobby Legend. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. All right, guys. It's been real. We got to go. Everybody knows we got to go. This is BobbieD with Lisa D in the background.
Eating.
Saying take care.
God bless.
And
Peace.
in the Middle East and in the Philippines, and especially in the United States of America. Bye-bye.